It's Myra here from Mind Body Soul UK, and today I'm here with Danny.
Hi.
Would you like to tell us a bit about yourself?
Hi, my name's Danielle. I am a 41-year-old mother of three. I am a student at the University of Greenwich, and I'm also a business owner, self-employed. I make Seamoss jelly, which is a nutritional supplement.
The best Seamoss around?
The best Seamoss around, yeah. My number one plug.
No, you're the number one plug.
No, you plug it. You are the number one plug for my Seamoss, Most High Foods, Seamoss jelly. You've been brilliant. I love seeing your little videos when you do buy. So yeah,
I need to get some more actually.
Well, I'll be back to making it next week. So
amazing.
Definitely, yeah.
Would you like to tell us a bit about how you started off your Seamoss?
I think what mainly pushed me to starting off doing Seamoss was my own health deterioration over the years, because I suffer with sickle cell anemia. Getting older, having babies, it does take a toll on your body. Yeah. And the medication and the advice doctors were giving me wasn't really helping me. Like, they were helping to a certain extent, but then they were also creating other issues as well. So I used to get a lot of stomach problems and things like that. So that's what pushed me into studying nutrition and how I was eating and the healthy alternatives I could use to complement the medication. So I was using less of the harmful medication and more of the natural versions of it. So yeah, that's literally where it started, and then it just snowballed.
Amazing. That's really good. And can you tell us a bit more about sickle cell, what it is?
Yeah, so sickle cell is a blood disorder. It's hereditary. So it's prevalent in the black and ethnic groups, but nowadays you are starting to see it seep into other cultures, obviously, because we mix a lot more now. So you are starting to see it in fairer skinned people. It's not just totally black people that get it anymore. It basically causes a lot of pain in joints, well, anywhere the blood travels, because we don't have round blood cells, we have sickle-shaped blood cells. So anytime there's dehydration, even sometimes too much fluid, you can cause problems within tight spaces of your blood vessels. The blood will get coagulated and clogged, that will build up to like mini blood clots in your blood vessels. It can get as severe as causing heart attacks and stuff like that. So yeah, managing your health is really important with sickle cell, and getting the correct medical help as well is definitely important.
Definitely. And how have you managed your health when it comes to sickle cell?
In the beginning, well, I didn't learn I had sickle cell until I was 13. So I assumed I was tested and somehow it was missed.
Yeah, so you've had it all your life.
Yeah, something you have all your life. You're born with it, yeah. But I had my first crisis at 13. In the summer holidays, yeah. Probably because I wasn't drinking enough, as you do as a child, playing out and having fun. You don't thinking I've got to stay hydrated. So that was my first crisis, and from then it was just really learning about what I couldn't do, and finding out how my eating habits were affecting my health. So yeah, my teens were, I think it really did affect my behavior growing up. I was really rebellious. I think being told that I can't do certain things because of my sickle cell, I think it kind of did make me try and battle my mum, the school, and a lot of other things a lot more, because it was like, how much more am I going to be told I can't do? So it definitely affected my eating habits, because that was something I could control, and how I behaved outside of the home, because I couldn't do it at all. Literally.
Yeah, I get you. So in terms of like how you manage your mental health overall, how did you do that?
Wow,
or how have you done that?
That has been, I think,
a challenge.
It has been one of my biggest challenges is managing my mental health, and especially so it doesn't affect my loved ones, because it definitely is hard for loved ones who can't do anything to help you when you're sick, watch you be sick. And I didn't realize that when I was younger. It's something that you really are oblivious to when you're young, how your family members are dealing with it.
Yeah.
So in regards to my mental health, I've tried my best, one, to talk to other people with sickle cell, because it's something that not many sickle cell warriors do, is talk about what they go through, even the embarrassing stuff. And I think that's kind of what has pushed me in to talk about those stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's nice to have someone to identify with, know that you've gone through that experience and someone else can relate to you. So I didn't have that growing up, so for me to be that for the youngers coming up behind me, it is something I hold dearly too, and why I do a lot of advocacy and stuff.
100%.
So yeah,
I love that. And in terms of, you said that you advocate for it, what kind of things do you do?
I like to promote via my social media a lot of information about blood donors, where you can go to blood donate.
Nice.
When my friends who have organisations that they've set up, Sickle Khan being one of them, and Unsickle My Cells, when they have events and stuff, I like to share their events and let people know to go down to blood drives and stuff like that.
Amazing.
So I try to help out within the sickle cell community as much as I can and let people know where I am on Instagram and Facebook.
That's really good. Really good. I love that. And in terms of like, when it comes to food and your diet, has it impacted that at all? Or?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah. What kind of things do you eat?
At the moment, while it's hot, I try to eat a lot of salads, keep my protein intake up and my carbs up, because we suffer with poor energy. I didn't even say with the mental health side of it. Having to talk to someone, it does help relieve a lot of the lethargic. I'm trying to say the word lethargic. So it really does help to have someone to offload to.
Okay.
Which is good, because your own mental stress can also make you tired.
Yeah,
so
100%.
Already being tired and then having the mental stress on top of it can get a lot. There were times in my early teens and 20s where I just wouldn't leave my bed. And I look back at those moments in my life, thinking that if I had the mindset I had then, I probably would have been able to pick myself up and get on with my days a lot quicker. Okay. So having looking at the balance between when I was younger and now being 41, I have seen the growth and knowing my body a lot better and dealing with my health a lot better.
Yeah, because there's a lot to deal with when you're young. You know? So well, you're still young, of course. Young-ish.
My daughter would say I'm old. But it is a lot to deal with, because you're going through the hormonal change, trying to accept how your body's changing. And then you've got all what you see on the external, media, papers and all of that stuff. And you compare yourself at that age when
of course,
we're not taught not to compare. Going through all of that with health issues, it was difficult. I was troublesome. I did give enough talking.
And in terms of the Seamoss, what benefits does that have health-wise?
With Seamoss, it helps a range of ailments, but where it's a natural product that holds so many nutrients and vitamins, it's basically a natural multivitamin, so your body can utilize those vitamin and minerals really quickly. Use them. This is why I say have it daily, because that's when you really do feel the real effects of how good Seamoss is. I've been having it every day. Even some days I do forget, but because it's been about 3 years, I've been doing Most High Foods for about 4 years now, so it's been about
Amazing.
3 years I've been consistent with it. And I definitely feel the difference. Even when I have a crisis, the bounce back is so much quicker than it used to be. So there's a lot of benefits. It can help asthma, hair, nails, weight loss, weight gain, depending on how you're eating, using it. So there's so many. I think rosacea, I've heard it helps. So because you can put it on your skin as well. I know someone who buys it just to mix into like lotion.
I've tried that before actually, as a face mask.
And
really good.
My skin is nice and smooth, and
your skin looks good. You can tell you have it.
I haven't even done a face mask in ages. I've literally been really good at having it 2 times a day. So I've literally not been doing no face mask. I've been so lazy with the beauty stuff. And everyone's like, oh, your skin looks glowing. I'm like, damn, if only you knew. I could just about be bothered to put mascara on.
No, I definitely need to have it every day. Definitely.
That's why I say health.
I notice a difference.
You do. And the health journey is definitely something you have to be in the mindset to do and be consistent with it. Definitely.
100%. And in terms of what do you hope to gain from Most High Foods?
My main goal for Most High Foods would be to have my own base where I can make my products and other products that will help benefit health. I would love a farm where I can grow some of my herbs and spices myself. That would be brilliant.
That would be amazing.
That would be that's the big dream, the big money dream. But on a smaller scale, having a wider client basis of people with disabilities that want advice and help and are actively conscious in improving their disability and their health. So that is the main goals, definitely.
I love that. And if you had to say in 3 words how you feel overall when it comes to your health, what would you say?
Thankful, blessed, grateful would be my main words when it comes to my health, because I am really grateful that certain things have stumbled into my life for me to be in this point now. Because I think if I hadn't have met my friend Josephine, who introduced me to another nutritional product after I had finished my diploma, I don't think that would have pushed me into going to do my degree. Because it kind of opened my eyes to how much nutritional knowledge we were absent of and how much we actually do need out there of someone explaining those things we don't get explained by our doctors or generally online. So I kind of 3-4 years ago filled a nice little gap on Instagram. So
amazing. And is there any nutritional tips that you would give at all?
First drink of the morning should be water. If you're trying to lose belly fat, put a lemon in it. After that, have your Seamoss tea.
Any specific tea or?
No, any herbal tea. Anything that's natural and herbal in the morning is the best thing that you can drink, mixed into with your Seamoss. And sometimes that can set me up until about 11 o'clock without having anything to eat. So it also...
Green tea I love.
Green tea is lovely. I like green tea and peppermint. That's the best.
Nice.
So having that first thing in the morning can squash your amount you're eating in a day, and it also because you already nutrient full, I don't pick as much. Like, I will leave my children's cupboard alone nowadays, so I won't be eating off their Haribos and their chocolate biscuits at midnight, which was a bad habit of mine. So yeah, it really does help with those things. And another tip I would say is cut down red meat, as minimal red meat per week as possible, because our body takes long to digest red meat. And I found I had a lot more crisis pains because I love red meat. Oxtail was my favorite dish. I haven't had
really
oxtail in 5 years. Curry go, oxtail,
I
all
do
of
like
them
a bit
things.
of curry goat now and again.
I was up and involved in them regular, sometimes 2-3 times a week, 4 times a week. I'll be eating these foods and then wondering why my blood is thick and not moving as well. And it's until I cut down my red meat intake, big difference. That was a big game changer as well.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. So you vegetarian?
No, I'm a feel like it anytime-atarian.
You're like a flexitarian.
So, yeah, that's it, a flexitarian. That's the word. So everything within moderation. That's my motto. I understand if you want to. I think if everyone ate that, to be honest, there would be less problems with meat and the amount of meat we're consuming and buying and the byproducts that come off meat. Because, I think since being more flexible and not restricting my diet, I don't crave so much. I don't feel guilty about eating so much. So when I fancy it, I have it, literally. And that has kept me quite healthy. So I will go towards my fruit and veg more than the things that do affect me in the worst way. So just being chill with your diet is the best way to go.
I love that. That's good, man.
Yeah.
And what advice would you give to people who have sickle cell themselves?
With sickle cell, I would say protect and look after your mental health, like in the sense that know the type of people you have around you, because too much stress can affect your health. So you really have to be conscious about who you have in your space. Work on your mindset and your growth, because I think working on my mindset and growing as a person helped me deal with the knockbacks that sickle cell does give you. Like I was saying to you earlier, having to retake a year at university was really upsetting, and I nearly had a little breakdown about having to do another year. But I think if it was the younger me, that would have been the point I gave up. And the fact that I just kept persevering and kept pushing through. And now I've actually passed one of my weakest subjects. It's just given me more inspiration to keep going. So definitely working on mental health, your mindset, meditation and spirituality is the key, because along with all the other things we have to deal with, when anything hits the fan, you know how to recompose yourself and get on with your day.
100%. 100%. I even did a meditation before I came here, and it's like you need that time to just be in your own space, meditate, pray, and then just come back to life. Do you know what I mean? Definitely take a deep breath. It is like taking a deep breath and then getting on with the stresses of life, isn't it? Because sometimes we're just rushing around all the time. We just need that time to ourselves as well.
Definitely.
Is there anything else you'd like to add at all?
Firstly, thank you so much for being persistent in asking me, because every time you've wanted me to come down, I've been sick with a crisis, or uni's taken over my whole life.
It's okay.
So it's been brilliant being able to come down and be a part of your lovely show. I do love seeing your podcast and seeing something positive on social media.
It's been a while as well. It's been a long time, so you'll be the first one.
And I'm so happy I'm the first guest welcoming you back onto the airwaves.
It's an honour. to have a beautiful soul, and Aries as well.
Yes, Team Aries, high five.
Thank you for coming. Really
it's been a pleasure, and I think I found a friend for life as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Via social media. You're 100%. Such a lovely energy to be around. So it's been a pleasure.
And your socials?
My socials is Most High Foods Seamoss Jelly on Instagram and Facebook. On TikTok, I am Miss Most High Foods.
Ooh, yes. I like that.
I love when people call me as well when I jump into people's boxes. Yeah, Miss Most High Foods. Yeah, the name comes from my mum, who's passed away 14 years this year. She would call the creator or God the Most High. So that's where the name come from. So it's a little memory of her and a little reminder of what I come from.
I love that. Guys, make sure you go and check out Most High Foods Seamoss Jelly.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you too.
Bye.
Bye, guys.